Good morning! Our lesson is about solving problems involving sequences. Okay, dito sa problem solving natin na to, ia-apply natin lahat ng ating napag-aralan sa arithmetic and geometric sequence. Okay, so let us start with this problem. Suppose the auditorium of the Tagaytay International Convention Center or TICC has 20 seats in the first row and that each row has 2 more seats than the previous row. If there are 30 rows in the auditorium, how many seats are in the last row? Okay, so to solve real problems or real-life problems involving sequences, remember the words see, plan, do, and look back. Okay, let us solve this problem. So, this is the problem. So, let us do the first step. See. See what kind of sequence is involved in the problem. Tignan natin maigi yung problem. So, una, given yung 20 seats in the first row. And then, according to the problem, each row has 2 more seats than the previous row. Ibig sabihin, kung 2 more seats than the previous row, nag-a-add kada row. So, 20 plus 2, we have 22 plus 2, we have 24 hanggang makaabot tayo ng 30 rows in the auditorium. At ang tanong, how many seats are in the last row? So, ilang seats ang meron sa pang 30th row? Okay, so we are done with C. Again, what kind of sequence is involved in the problem? That is arithmetic because in every term we add 2. 2 is the common difference. Okay, after nating malaman kung anong sequence ang involved sa problem, next step is to plan. Plan. What is the appropriate formula to be used and the needed values? Since hinahanap natin kung ilang seats meron sa 30th row or A sub 30, what formula are we going to use? So, alalahanin natin yung formulang ginamit natin para sa n term, which is A sub n equals A sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times D. So, mahalaga na i-review yung mga napag-aralan natin sa arithmetic and geometric para makatulong yun sa pagsusolve nyo ng problem. Okay, meron na tayong formula. What are the needed values? So, galing dito sa ating sequence, 20, 22, 24, so on and so forth. So, we will come up with the following values. We have the A sub 1, 20. We also have the common difference 2. The number of terms is 30, and then we need to solve for A sub 30. Okay, next step. After ng C, nag-plan, meron tayong formula. Of course, do. Perform the indicated operation and simplify. Okay, let us substitute the values. So, by substitution, we have A sub 30 equals 20 plus, yung n natin sa given is 30. So, substitute nyo, minus 1 times yung common difference which is 2. So, una natin isa-solve yung 30 minus 1. That's why we have 20 plus 29 times 2. So, solve natin yung 29 times 2. The answer is 58. So, 20 plus 58, we have 78. So, A sub 30 is equal to 78. And then, the last step is to look back, review your answers. Baka sakaling may mali, so you need to review. And then, since we're done reviewing our answers, therefore, there are 78 seats in the last row. Naiintindihan kaya? Okay, so let us have another problem. Suppose in illustrative example 1 or in the first example, you are asked to find the total number of seats. How will you do it? Again, you are asked to find the total number of seats. Yung total na simula sa first row up to the last row or the 30th row. How will you do it? Okay, see what kind of sequence is involved in the problem. Nasagot na natin kanina, that is an arithmetic sequence. Next, what is the appropriate formula to be used and the needed values? Kailangan natin makuha ang sum ng lahat ng seats simula first row up to the 30th row. So, sum yan. Alalahanin ang formulang ginamit natin sa sum ng arithmetic sequence. Okay, so we have two formulas. The first one is S sub n equals n over 2 times the quantity of a sub 1 plus a sub n. We also have S sub n equals n over 2 times the quantity of 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Alin sa dalawang yan yung gagamitin? Okay, ang gagamitin natin for this problem ay yung first formula, n over 2 times a sub 1 plus a sub n. Dahil dito sa sequence na to, alam na natin yung first term at alam na rin natin yung last term. So, ang given natin, yung first term is 20. We also have the common difference which is 2 and 30. And then, yung last term ay 78. Nakuha na natin yan, but in our formula, ang kailangan lang natin ay yung n, yung a sub 1 at yung a sub n. Okay, let us now do and perform the indicated operation and then simplify. So, using the formula S sub n equals n over 2 times the quantity of a sub 1 plus a sub n. So, by substitution, we need to solve for a sub 30 equals 30 over 2. Dahil ang 30 natin ay that is n. Yung a sub 1, 20 plus yung 78. You can also use the other formula, yung mahaba, pero since alam na natin yung last term, we can use this short formula. Okay, so let us solve 30 divided by 2. Pwede natin yan isolve agad. That is 15. And then times 20 plus 78, that is 98. So 15 times 98, the answer is 1,470. Okay? And then review your answers. So kung sa tingin nyo ay okay na, and that's it. Alright? So in this problem, therefore, we can now conclude that there are 1,470 seats in all. Simula first row hanggang last row, ang total nun ay 1,470 seats. Okay? Another example, Pasita donates 50 pesos on the first week to a charitable institution. 100 pesos on the second week. 200 pesos on the third week. The amount doubles each week. How much is her total donation for 10 weeks? How much is her total donation for 10 weeks? Okay, let us do the step-by-step process in solving the problem. See what kind of sequence is involved in the problem. So, of course, on the first week, meron siyang 50. On the second week, nag-donate siya ng 100. And then, third week, 200. At sabi doon sa problem, nagdo-doubles and every week hanggang sa pang 10 weeks. Alright. Ngayon, that is geometric sequence because nagdo-double or nagta-times 2 and that is our common ratio. Plan. What is the appropriate formula to be used and the needed values? Anong formula yung magagamit natin sa problem na to? Ang hinahanap ay total ng kanyang na-donate for 10 weeks. Total. Okay? So, kung naaalala po, meron tayong formula for the sum of finite geometric sequence. So, finite yan dahil alam natin na hanggang 10 weeks lang. So, meron tayong unang formula, S sub n equals a sub 1 times the quantity of 1 minus r raised to n all over 1 minus r. Yung isang formula naman ay S sub n equals a sub 1 minus a sub 1 r raised to n all over 1 minus r. You can use any of the two formulas. Okay, meron na tayong formula para sa sum ng geometric sequence. Let us identify the given. We have a sub 150. Common ratio is 2. Number of terms is 10. So, kailangan natin malaman ilan lahat for the whole 10 weeks. Or yung S sub 10. Okay, let us solve this. I will use this formula. S sub n equals a sub 1 minus a sub 1 r raised to n all over 1 minus r. By substitution, S sub 10 equals 50, yung ating a sub 1, minus 50 times 2, which is the common ratio, raised to 10, or yun yung ating number of terms na n, all over 1 minus 2. So, in this case, una natin dyang masosolve ay yung 2 raised to 10. Pwede na rin natin masolve yung 1 minus 2. So, we have 50 minus 50 times 1,024. So, paano nakuha yung 1,024? Yun yung 2 raised to 10. Kasi pag sinabi natin 2 raised to 10, 10 times mong i-multiply yung 2 by itself. So, 2 times 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 2. Hanggang maka 10 times ka, so we have 1,024. And then 1 minus 2, the answer is negative 1. Ngayon, so let us now multiply negative 50 times 1,024. The answer is negative 51,200. Solve natin. 50 minus 51,200. The answer is negative 51,150. Divided by negative 1, pwedeng i-cancel diretso yun, yung negative sign. The answer is 51,150. And therefore, we can now conclude that 51,150 pesos is the total donation for 10 weeks. Sana naiintindihan po yung step-by-step procedure ng pagsosolve ng problem. Okay, tignan natin kung kayo ay may natutunan sa ating discussion. I want you to answer this problem and then write or put your answer in the comment section below. Okay? Don't forget to follow the step-by-step procedure in solving the problem. So, thank you!